is for PowerPoint and your illustration. It will be part of your assessments. When you click PowerPoint, you double click on Microsoft PowerPoint, and then you double click again on the blank presentation, and then once you double click on the blank presentation, this is what you are going to get. You have home, where most of the time we are going to play around here. There's insert, where you insert your header and footer. There's design, it's where you get the different themes of the slides, and then all that. But for now, we are going to work around with our insert and home. Firstly, when you do your PowerPoint, let's start with the header and footer, like we do in Microsoft Word. You always create a document with the header and footer, but it is a bit different with the slides. Okay, we go to insert like we do in Microsoft Word. We go to header and footer, and then you check the instruction. Let me just open for you the instruction. Let's say, for example, every time when you have a PowerPoint, instructions that you need to follow are displayed next to each of the slide. Okay, in this case, I'm just gonna check exercise 1. In exercise 1, they said insert. That means we're going to work on insert. Header, for handouts, it should be the name, the surname, and the student number. The footer for handouts should be a group and exercise name. And then you have slide footer. It should be a name, surname, and student number. Okay, let's go to it. The slide, they say it should be a name, surname, and student number. Okay. If they say to activate the date, you do so. So you do so by following the instruction there. And then the slide number, they say so. If the instructions say you activate the slide number, this is where you go by pressing in or by checking in this box. If they say you need a footer, the footer, that's where you start. They say you need to insert your name, so you punch in your name, comma, your surname, and your student number. So you just say comma student number, comma the student number. If they said, if for example there's an instruction that say you must not include the footer on the title slide. The title slide is the first one, the one that we have in here. So if they say this is the title slide, if they say, for example, do not show on the title slide, it will be in a case where maybe, for example, on the title slide, it is your details, like for example, your name, surname, and student number, they're already on the title slide as an instruction. But if they did not say do not show on the title slide, you don't do that. You don't tick this box. Okay, so we are not done. We move on to the notes and handouts. Again, if they say activate the date, you do so. If they say the page number, you do so. The header, the notes and handouts, they'll be like this. It's more like your Word documents where there is a header and a footer. So their header, they say you need to type in your name, comma, surname, student number. And then again, you need to check the box for the footer. let's say you key in your book and your exercise name. Okay, once you've done that, you say apply to all. As you could see, after you say apply to all, this is now the date it is appearing. This is now your name, your surname, and student number. They will appear here at the bottom. And then what? You have the slide number. Okay, now let's move on. The other thing that you then need to do is to go to view. You are going to change the pane of the left hand side to outline view, because already you have a slide being displayed. So you have a slide being displayed. You go to outline, you go to view, and then you select outline view. Already you have a slide being displayed here on the right hand side, so there won't be any need for you to have both slides being displayed this side. Okay, so now here, that's where you type in. You type in all the details. In this case, I'm just going to follow instruction 1, exercise 1. They're talking about time management. Immediately when you type here, it is displaying here. Okay, time management, and then you say enter. When you say enter, it's going to give you the other slide. So all you need to do is just to say increase indent, and then it's going to take you back to the slide that you were busy with. Effective and efficient. Effective and efficient. So that's what you do. And then the next thing you can do is to say enter, and then you decrease indent. It's gonna give you another slide. Okay. There are two things that you need to work around when you're doing slides. Layout is to check if the layout is correct. Like for example, you see on the slide, they say for this slide you need to insert the title and content layout. So you need to make sure, this is where you make sure that you change the layout to a title and content. Or the other option of inserting a new slide, if you are struggling with increasing and decreasing, it is when you are done typing, you just go to new slide, you select the one that is required, the title and content, and then this is one and the same thing. You are going to have those slides. Okay, and then you have something like this. You type, and then when you say enter, it is going to take you to the new slide. You play around with increase indent, it is going to take you back. So now I'm just going to, when it take you back, you have bullets. Okay, but for now, I'm just going to do slide 5 as an example, because there's indented bullet. Remember, every time when you start a sentence, you start a sentence with an uppercase. You press shift and that letter. For example, I say enter. You press shift, same time with that letter or alphabet, then it's going to give you uppercase. Okay, let me just say telephone, let's just say car, let's just say seat. I'm just gonna make it as a rough example. And it's not to say whatever that is that I'm typing is in the exercise note. I just want to make examples so that you understand. Okay, I'm just going to show you how do we do the indent bullets. This is what I'm referring to. This is what I'm doing now. I just want to show you how do we do this indent bullet so that you are able to do them on your own. Okay, quickly I'm just going to highlight whatever that you need to highlight, and that is part of the indent, and then you go to increase indent. You increase the indent, and then from there make sure it's still highlighted, and then you go to bullets, the down arrow, and then you go to bullets numbering, and then go to customize, and then make sure you drag this up so that you will see where it begins, and then you select that, And then say, okay, this is where you get customize. This is where you get most of the bullets, and then this is how you're going to get it. And then again, the other thing that I wanted to show you is, let me just set another slide. The one thing that I wanted to show you is to insert a picture. How do we insert the picture? I'm just going to name this slide picture. How do we insert the picture? When you insert the picture, yes, you can now work on the slide. These are the options. When you insert the table, this is where you go. When you insert the charts, this is where you go, and all that. When you want to insert the graph, and. So when you insert the picture, you just move your cursor along with those, and then they have names, and then just click on the picture. Inserting the picture, you just left click on pictures, and then you go to local disk C on your computer. The pictures are loaded, especially on our labs. Local disk C, you go to program files, you double click. Remember, this is a folder, and then you look for Microsoft Office. If they are there, if there are pictures there, then you'll find them. But if you don't have pictures there, but it's just a matter of using any pic that you have. In the meantime, I'm just gonna use this one, and then immediately when you insert the picture here, it comes with the number. If, for example, they provided you with the height, you do the height here, and you do the width here, and this is where you play around when inserting a picture. And if they say you need to wash out the picture or send it behind or something like that, you go to color, and then if they say wash out, this is wash out, you wash it out, and then play around with the color and all that. The other thing that I think I can show you, I'm not running out of time. Let me insert another slide again. I want to insert two content, so I'm going to layout. I'm making two content. I'm just going to show you how do we do borders around the two content. So I'm going to name this one borders. Yes, and then this is how we are going to do it. And then you just click on it. And then second option, it should be there. I'm going to do it on home. Please forgive me, it is here. And the format, yeah, it is here under format. You have to click on format. You firstly click on the content on top of it like this. No? Once you see it, just click on top of it, and then you go to format, and then you just make sure that you are making a shape outline. If they want you to do dash, you're gonna do dash. If they want you to do the straight one, you're gonna do the straight one by clicking on it, and then you go to shape outline. And then if they want the dash, this is where you go to weight, and then you select the straight one they want. And then if they give you the number of the dashes, you just increase them here. Or if you want more option, you go to more lines, and this way you increase the PT. If you want it more bigger, you increase the PT here. Yes, that is far as PowerPoint is concerned.